Um, we had a tradition at Christmas time. All Jews do. We go to a Chinese restaurant and we go to a movie. So that's my tradition until my daughter married into a Christmas tree. So now I get to have a Christmas tree, and my mother's not coming up out of her grave to strangle me because it's not really my tree. Anyway, some of the other things I didn't want to talk about those kind of traditions because everybody has tradition stories. But my first profession, I worked in a hospital, and anybody who knows fleets knows that it's an enema. Okay, that has that's I set that aside. So let's set that aside for a second. I worked in the hospital for about 16 years. I don't have the personality to be with sick people that long. So I left the hospital. I took a corporate job, and they told me that I was being promoted into the fleet department. And I thought, shit, I'm going to give enemas in a corporation? But what it turns out is the fleet department was the sales reps because they drive a fleet of cars. And so I wasn't doing enemas. What I did find is that this was automotive industry. It was almost all male when I went into it. And so in the summertime, the big deal was the golf outings. And at the golf outings, somehow some women were let loose into the men's locker room. And so I imagine these guys from three-piece suits, they are now getting laid in the locker room. And I thought that was really, really gross. It wasn't my thing. Anyway, so we're going to set that aside. We'll come back to that in a second. And I left the corporation, went out on my own, and had a really, really big chance with a really big client. And it was just this time of year, Chicago, the wind chill was 20 below, it was freezing. And my son, who was 4, his daycare, the pipes froze. So all of a sudden, I have this really important meeting, and I have a 4-year-old that I can't put anywhere. So I ran over to Toys R Us with him, got a bunch of toys, went to the meeting, shoved him in the back corner with all these toys with a prized item of the guy I was trying to get to come into my company. And the prize item was a golf club with a little ball attached to it and a little reel thing. So to this day, I don't know if that was a joke or real, that he could putt in his office and then reel the ball back in. So my son is playing with his toys back there. And you know, when you're excited about something happy, your eyes get big. Well, his eyes got small. And when I turned around, my son had completely dismantled this guy's golf club that was a prized possession. So nonetheless, easy to say, I never got that account. And I left with my son, and when I was leaving, I saw the guy trying to find the ball under his desk, and everything had been torn apart. So the tradition that I want to leave for all the women out there, don't ever try and separate a man from his balls. So peace out. You guys have a great holiday.